Welcome back. Thanks for watching again. Today we're going to talk about planting your vegetable garden, whether that be a garden on your balcony and just using pots, and some general rules that you can apply to that, or it's big garden, vegetable garden like mine here, which is about 20 metres by 40 metres, and I can grow a lot more stuff. But if your garden's somewhere in between, here are some general rules you can use to plan out your garden. Now, obviously, your climate is part of it. So it's hot today. It's well over 30 degrees here. That's about the fifth day in a row it's been like that. So Australia, Queensland, I'm very much in a subtropical climate. Through November to March, we would be averaging around 30 degrees. We have days up to 36. Humidity will be in the 80%. It's hot, you sweat, and that's the hardest time of year to grow anything in this climate. So a lot of the homesteaders in the US now are frozen in. Nothing like snow ever happens here. We don't get snow, we don't even get frost. In winter we get down to a balmy 12 degrees, and on a cold night it might be 6. It's all relative because we still complain that it's cold in winter and it's hot in summer. So the first rule, when I set up my garden and I hand dug it here in the middle of this paddock, I kind of celebrated the fact that I had a garden and I grew everything I could grow and the most unusual things I could grow, and it was so much food I didn't even eat, I didn't even like. I had to give it all away, and I started to think there must be a better way to plan out my garden a little bit better, with some general rules as to what I might do. So clearly here in the subtropics, summer is about salads, right, and light meals, and here also in the subtropics, summer is like insect plagues of absolutely everything. So some of the things that when I think about, I want to be able to grow the things that make a complete meal. That's what self-sufficiency is about. So the things that are insect resistant are lettuce. They seem to be able to get through anything, and lettuce is a good summer food. It's light, plenty of moisture in it, makes a nice salad. So in summer, tomatoes, as long as you, I'll show you some later, you spread them out and allow air to get in through them and don't bunch them up, so it keeps the black spot off them. And you don't have to spray them, so good organic practices. So tomatoes, lettuce, radish, basil, cucumbers, corn, carrots, the things that make up a really nice salad, and some varieties of salad, and celery, they grow really well. And behind me here is a herb garden which grows all year round, so basil and coriander and things like that. So I try and think about summer as the crops I need to make salads. Then winter is, although it's mild here, I suppose it's relatively cold, the insects go away. It's fantastic, right? And then we can grow things like the things that you make a nice stew out of, cabbage and peas and potatoes and beetroots, and nice warm hearty meals. Kale grows well, cabbage grows well, cauliflowers and things like that. Potatoes grow well, and you can make up you think about those nice warm meals that you can make in winter. The other two, so that's the rule, is generally think about growing things to make a complete meal based on the season and based on the insects you get that time of year, if you're going to go organic, or if you don't want to use a lot of sprays, because here we just get absolutely hammered. So it takes a lot of sprays or not. So In winter, all my beds are currently covered with straw to try and keep some moisture on, and the downside of that is that I have plenty of water here, so I can water all year long. And I've got a great big dam, so this used to be part of a ginger farm, and I got the dam where they watered 100 acres, so plenty of water. You put the straw down to keep the moisture in, and along come the slugs. So it's a battle. The other rule that you can apply in planning out your garden, particularly even if you've only got pots on a balcony, is think about cuisines, which is the way that I came around to stop wasting food and growing food I was much more proud of and much more could use all of what I grow. So I kind of like Asian food, I kind of like the Italian food. So let's look at the Asian food first. So some Thai ingredients. You want to base this. Oh, here come the geese. We'll talk about pests later. So what you want to do is try and get the basis or as many ingredients in the cuisine to all come around at the same time. So when I think about Thai food, I think about lemongrass, coriander, basil, ginger, galalgal, kaffir lime trees, chili plants, and I try and get them to all be ready at the same time. So, you know, it's one of those things that you can eat in summer and you can eat them in winter too, but if you get all those ingredients and they're all coming right at the same time, then you don't have to go and buy little bits and pieces to trade it because it's all there for you. In winter, I tend to think more about, you know, the Mediterranean food or the Italian food, right? So I tend to bring on things like eggplants and tomatoes and onions and garlic, and I've got olive trees, and I think about, okay, how many ingredients of the ingredients can I grow all in the one time, all in the one place? So if I concentrate on my planning around those two cuisines and then the two really seasons of the month, the winter and summer seasons of the year, winter and summer, I can actually come up with a pretty good garden that all comes right at the right time to make complete meals. And then so I feel like I'm actually growing all my meals, and then I've just got to supplement a few things that I can't grow here, like rice for your Asian meals, and I really can't grow flour to make pasta, but that's another story. We'll have a crack at that later. So for general rules, think about your garden or your space in cuisines. Think about your garden space in the times of winter versus summer, and think really about it in what it is that you want to eat. You know, as planning, grab a good recipe of your favourite meal and go, okay, I can grow that, and that. And if I grow a little bit of extra of that, I can trade that off. And that's a great way to plan out your garden. The other thing is, if you're going to have a big garden like this, right, you've got to really think about pests. And pests for me are these miniature horses, which I'll show you in a minute. I got so they want to rub against the fence, so you've got to have a fence that they won't rub against and they can't reach through. I've got alpacas over there. They're a bit longer in the neck and they'll go up and over things, and they do love corn. So I've got to think about them. And I've got Black Angus, I've got to think about them. And so I've moved my garden way over this side of the farm, away from the chooks as well, because they'll tear it to pieces. So think about too, when you're planning your garden, just about the space that you need and the type of insects. I used to have bird netting all over here. Birds never really became a problem. Lots of wild cockatoos fly around. They have a look, but they don't eat anything. So it's good to have them around. So yeah, think about your pests, put that into your planning too. But seasons, cuisines, I think they're the two things that really came about for me and made me proud of my garden and able to feed myself. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this one, or come back another time and there'll be more videos for you to watch. Cheers.